name is Dr. Tony Mwansa. In my capacity here, I'm the chair of the Nairobi Innovation Week. I am also the director of the C4D Lab, which was the foundation of the Nairobi Innovation Week. And so I've nurtured the Nairobi Innovation Week for 2 years now, and we're thinking into the future. C4D Lab is an innovation center of the University of Nairobi. So we founded it a little over 2 years ago. That will focus on about 5 things. And the first thing was acceleration of startups. And beginning from training, where we take startups through design thinking, we take them to early stage and then move to growth stage. The second thing we do is we create products, innovative products based on needs that we identify in society. The third thing we do is we conduct research that is likely to influence policy and also likely to lead to products. And the fourth thing we do is that we do training, capacity building in areas that are relevant to innovation. And finally, we organize events and disseminate knowledge through research papers, proceedings, forums. We organize forums like the Nairobi Innovation Week, where we disseminate and engage the ecosystem.
I'm Roy Alela, a final year student at the University of Nairobi, Department of Physics. This is my final year project, a sign language to speech translation glove to lower the communication barrier between those with speech impairment and the general public. This is a normal glove. Then these have flex sensors that are stitched on the glove and stitched, and an accelerometer that's also fixed on the glove. So the flex sensors quantify how much a finger is bent. The accelerometer tells the orientation and rotation of the hand. Then the data is transmitted to the controller, which classifies the words or the letters that are signed, the gestures that are signed. Then it's sent via Bluetooth to a device that vocalizes or produces the audio for the letters. B,
C,
E.
My name's Arnold Bet. I work at the physics department. So in physics department, we have an electronics section. So we teach students on how to come up with electronic products, programming, and also developing different products and prototypes. What I'm displaying here today is how you can be able to develop your own drone. This is locally manufactured here by using a 3D printer. So you design your drone, print it out, and then connect everything, and then assemble everything together, and then once it's assembled, program it, and then now you can deploy it in the field for different purposes.
My name is Dr. Evans Baya, and today I was running the workshop for commercialization of research and innovations. The experience was great. There's good attendance and good engagement. I love the questions from the different faculty and researchers in the room. It's good to see some people from industry, from different universities. And of course, we covered today about some of the latest data in commercialization research globally. We also talked about intellectual property. We went through a use case of beans and commercialization of beans in Kenya by Dr. Kimani. Fascinating work he's doing. We talked about 5 ingredients of preparing an innovation. And of course, we talked about industry, how to better match industry with the university expertise. So it was a good day. We covered a lot of topics, and as far as I can tell, everybody's pretty engaged. And then, of course, there's somebody within Rolls-Royce that goes in and collects all those ideas and brings them back to the company, and they combine those to make the next best car. But they're not doing all the research. They're getting the best research from individual centers. So they may have the best research on combustion engines from whichever university they outsource to. That's a model that works.
My name is Professor Naftali Model. I work with the University of Limpopo in South Africa. I have enjoyed the sessions today. I think I've learned different models of university-industry collaboration, but I've also learned about the barriers to university-industry collaboration. So it has been a useful session.
My name is Stuart Campo. I work with UNICEF's Office of Innovation, based out of Nairobi, but working globally to support the use of new technology, new processes, and design to improve social services for children. So this workshop specifically is about teaching people the basics of human-centered design, which is a creative problem-solving process that we use a lot in our work. We're interested as UNICEF to continue promoting the use of human-centered design to solve everyday problems, as well as the more complex or wicked challenges that we face as a global community. We're really excited to be working with the University of Nairobi, and specifically the C4D lab, on forming the D School here at the university to promote human-centered design across the disciplines that the university is instructing, and to make this part of the sort of bread and butter of how Kenyans solve problems every day.
My name is Georgia Hill. I'm the innovation lead for UNICEF's Eastern and Southern African Regional Office, and I support 21 countries in this region around innovation. So that's anywhere from having people think through problems that affect children, such as health or education, to designing programs using human-centered design practices, through to the implementation of these type of projects and the monitoring and evaluation. Are we doing things that work, and are we doing things that achieve results for kids?
The Nairobi Innovation Week for us was because we realized we create a lot of things. We do develop a lot of products, we do develop prototypes, but then not everything gets to market. Not everybody gets to know about everything. So we said, well, we don't have one great forum in Kenya that can expose innovations, can help improve the policy, can attract other partners to engage, not only to showcase our own innovations, but also to bring other people to challenge ourselves in terms of how far are we thinking. And so we created this forum. We started off small, but now it's become a national forum. The president interested, he attended, officially opened. We've got cabinet secretaries, we've got agencies of government, and of course a lot of development partners and a lot of academic institutions.
First, to show that the government is coming in together. We do have the University of Nairobi and many other universities. I think we have JKUAT, we have Kenyatta University, we have Strathmore University. They're all here at this event. We also have private sector, Your Excellency. These are companies such as Barclays, who have sponsored. I've seen others like Safaricom.
And as a sign of our willingness to continue to partner and to encourage this university to do so, from next financial year, that's 2017-18, as a government, we will increase the capitation for Nairobi University by 100 million shillings to cater for this event so that it is fully catered for and done.
For this round, I think it's more than I expected. I did not expect that the president will actually come to officially open, and the commitment of the president to allocate as much as 100 million towards the next event simply means this is now towards a global event. The number of exhibitors that are here, over 100, I anticipated there might be somewhere that number, but now it's certainly over 100. The paper presentations that we had proceedings disseminated by researchers. We've actually prepared the proceedings ahead of the Innovation Week. That means a lot of work happened before, and that's great. The panel discussions that are going on in the auditorium, the conversations around the innovation policy, startup ecosystem, etc. The interest in those forums is also exciting.
It's been an amazing experience because talk about health, talk about music here, talk about every single innovation in different spaces was covered here.
I like the organization bit. It's quite, actually, we never thought it would be this big in terms of even the organization itself and also the clientele.
It is exciting because there are a number of stands that are dealing with different things. There is the education sector represented, there is industry, there are the parastatals, and so it is a good opportunity to get to know what is happening in this country in various sectors.
The organization was very, very good. The planning of it looks like it was done very, very well. It has brought up different sectors to interact together. It's brought up our innovators in the country. It was a very good platform for making people know what is happening around us, for bringing people with similar activities together so that they can be able to work together and leverage on each other and even grow better. It's been very, very well planned, even in terms of aesthetics and the layout. The choice of venue, I think, was fantastic.
What we've learned over time is that this is becoming bigger than we can coordinate, and all we can be is be conveners. So we've been conveners. Now, then we established what we call strategic partners. The Ministry of Industry, Enterprise, the Ministry of ICT, the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, UNICEF, KEPSA, all became strategic partners. Some of them provided resources, some of them just put in their time or muscled other partners to participate. And they provided human resource to actually intervene and help improve the program and launch it to something great. And then we had a number of sponsors, and some of these sponsors actually put their resources and their time towards helping raise the brand and the quality of work that is happening here. So yes, we received external support. We could not have done it alone. And it is important for people to understand that innovation is not a one-man show. When we collaborate, after all, that's how we have our theme for 2016 is partnerships for innovations that will truly impact people and societies. The thing is, sometimes you think you know until you listen to someone else. And we've grown very fast. This is the second year. I think we're going to be very big next year because we've gotten a lot of endorsement, and we're going to be bringing international agencies and partners. I'll give one very good example. We have established a relationship with UNICEF, and within the UNICEF partnership, we have a program for a number of universities that we'll be partnering together. MIT is one of them in the US, Sao Paulo, Tsinghua in China, which is the leading university in China, and University of Nairobi. And what we are projecting, all factors constant, is that each of these universities will have to have their own exhibition. And you can imagine the state of the art. We'll be expecting the state of the art of innovations from all these institutions, and we'll line them up. And so let's see who's better prepared. So we've already defined we're going to have the Innovation Week of 2017 in March. The reason is because it's an election year, and we want to do as many things as we can early enough. So it'll be somewhere March. We're yet to announce the exact date, and we'll soon be announcing the theme. And chances are that we'll focus on areas like data, transportation, identity, the future of learning. When you think about the future of transportation, as we talk about drones, we talk about unmanned vehicles, so that's one area we'll explore. When you talk about identity, now you go and get your phone, you just put your thumb, or you're registering somewhere, you register using Facebook and things like that. The space of identity is becoming more and more complex because now people are using other elements, even your iris and your fingerprints and whatnot. So we are likely to explore that. We are likely to explore things like big data and analytics, thinking about data and how it shapes innovation. We're likely to think about the future of learning. Now information is available everywhere on social media. So we have begun thinking about the various angles in which to explore, and then based on those angles, we'll be trying to attract various partners to connect to various angles.
I would like to rephrase the words of His Excellency, the President of Kenya, that Nairobi Innovation Week has become a meeting point for all the innovators in Kenya. Let's not lose this momentum. Let's stay together, let's partner, and let's look for ways of how we can work on the future innovators of Kenya. How do we make sure that a child born in Mandera or Marsabit can be sitting here in 20 years' time actually pitching also for their ideas?
We thank all the sponsors and partners for their support and their commitments to continue working with us. I particularly want to also thank the organizing committee and staff who worked very tirelessly to make the event a big success. I also thank the participants, the exhibitors, and speakers during the forum discussions, and media for their title coverage. I believe that there are so many good things that will be highlighted and has been highlighted by the media. We are looking forward.
As a ministry, we are so concerned about always meeting and not offering solutions to these SMEs and startups. We want to see that we now cease talking but start addressing the challenges and making sure that we leverage on the networks, we leverage on the relationships that we have as institutions, banks, government, academia, and everybody else, and bring all those resources to bear to see that the ideas, the great ideas that we have all over the country can be nurtured into business solutions that serve market needs. And as a ministry, we are so committed to that, and we look forward to continued relationship with the Nairobi University. I'm glad, as the Vice Chancellor said, that the President, having come here, was in recognition of the role of innovation in growing wealth and job creation for our people. And we are so committed, and we want to work together going into the future. I know I hope we will not disband the committee that was working on this one. Let them start preparing for the next one in the very near future, so that we can have a greater event next year, and also be able to demonstrate results and outcomes that are going to be impactful for our people.
The Nairobi Innovation Week is likely to be 5 to 10 times bigger than what you're seeing. The ground will not be sufficient.